What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Michael Knapp Fishing. So, we just got back from the lake for our practice video. Didn't get to film because I don't know if you can tell, it's been raining. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the rainwater on my vehicles, but it's been raining. It rained pretty hard, so I did not get the cameras out just because I didn't want rain getting in them. But we went out, so we do have a little bit of indication as to what's going on out there. So, I'm going to set this camera down real quick. All right. So, water temperature. Everything that I saw was 65, 66, 67. Really good water temperature. So, with that being said, actually, I forgot to roll the intro. So, let's roll that intro. All right, guys, so water temperature 65, 66, 67, really good water temperatures. Things should start playing very, very soon. The smallmouth spawned like in the last 2 and 3 weeks. They've been spawning. I know that from a friend that I trust, is a very good angler, has won a lot of tournaments here. He told me they were spawning down on the lower end. Now, we all know that I'm probably not going to run to the lower end because I don't know the lower end, but that means it should start working its way up a little bit for them to be spawning up further. So, just got back from the lake. Like I said, it rained all morning. Thankfully, the water didn't really muddy up. It didn't look like, so it should be fine for tomorrow. Water temperature 65, 66, 67. I did catch a couple of fish, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. I know y'all probably aren't going to want to hear this, and I've never really done it on the channel, but I was scoping. I know scoping kind of has its own stigma about it right now, but the fact of the matter is I need a good tournament. So, I caught 4 fish today out of 2 spots scoping. And both spots had quite a few fish in it. The one spot was a mix. I believe it was crappie, spotted bass, largemouth bass, and possibly white bass or hybrid. Thankfully, I didn't catch anything besides a spot on a largie, so that's great. But anyway, so I've got, let's see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 rods, no, 10 rods out because the A-rig's back there. I've got 10 rods out. Like I said, the only thing I caught them on today was the Angler Tungsten Eclipse head. So, is what it is. And on the Eclipse heads, I've got a Rage Swimmer and the new Mock Nation Mock Schooler. Those are the 2 baits that I am relying on pretty heavily. Now, obviously, with the water coming up, the water's coming up really quick. I think we're only like 10 feet from summer pool, which is really good. I'll have the Angler Tungsten ballistic jigs on deck. That way I can flip to any pieces of wood that I can find. There's the ballistic jig. It's got the new Mock Nation mock crawl on it. I'm going to have 2 jigs on deck, black and blue, green pumpkin, or that's natural crawl, whatever. White Thunder Cricket with, oh dang, I just drew a blank, blade minnow on it. Spinnerbait, tour grade spinnerbait, and I've also got a wacky rig up here. I know that's not something you all see me throw very often, but this is the Strike King shimmy stick, I believe is what it is, but it's Elaztec, so should last me a pretty good while. So yeah, and then over there I've got 3 Eclipse heads and a Ned rig from Angler Tungsten. The Eclipse heads are 2 Rage Swimmers, a Mock Schooler, and then the Ned head has a Ned Crawl. No, that's a Ned Bug. I'm sorry. Ned Bug on it from Strike King. So that's kind of the goal. As far as what we're going to be doing, we are obviously scoping. I have got this one little spot. This video is not coming out today. So I've got one little spot in Fall Creek. And I know everybody's going to be like, dude, you were always in Fall Creek. You're going to get burnt there every time. Yeah, I know. I get burnt there quite a bit. But I always catch fish there too. So it's kind of hard for me not to go. You know, that old adage of don't leave fish to find fish. That's something that we have got to be very aware of. So if there's fish there and I can catch them relatively quickly, we're not going to leave them. Anyway, so there's a spot in Fall Creek. There's some fish attractors down there that TWRA has created and put down there. So I'm going to go hit that. And like I said, they've got fish around. I caught a spotted bass and a largemouth off of it. Both were keepers. That's a big thing. 15 inches on largemouth and smallmouth, 12 inch on spots, but that doesn't really matter because they're not going to help you any. So 15 inches on both of those. So they've got to be keepers, and they were both like 16 and a quarter. They're not, you know, they're not big fish, but they're good bag fillers, and that's what I need. So the other spot that we're going to go to is it's just this really big ditch line. There's like one ditch coming down the middle and then two ditches coming into the side of it. And those fish just seem to be sitting in the ditches. They've got some shad corralled there. So I'm going to kind of fish around there and see if I can get my bait through there and get them to attack my bait instead of the shad. What am I going to attack them with? Mostly the Eclipse, I think. I'm just going to mostly scope them. I do have the Alabama rig over there. If I can kind of get a little bit of a frenzy going and get them to attack that thing, that's going to be what we do. So yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I'm going to keep this practice video short, sweet. This is going to be just kind of what I'm doing, my predictions. The water clarity we had, this is pre-rain. It was about 2.5 feet of visibility. I was really pleased with that. With it being less than 24 hours of the rain, I don't know if it'll muddy up that bad. So I would imagine we'll probably have still 1.5 feet plus of visibility, I would imagine. So I think we'll be fine with all of the color choices, but that is why I do have a black and blue jig out as well, just in case the water does mucky up. Weight predictions. I think somebody's going to get on them down on smallmouth. You know, the last time I said there wouldn't be a 20-pound bag caught, there was a 20-pound bag caught. I still don't think there'll be a 20-pound bag caught this tournament. I think it's going to take probably 18.5 pounds is what I'm going to go with, 18.5. 18.5 pounds to win it, and I think it'll be all 5 brown fish. I don't think there'll be any smallies in there. I think it'll take, or I'm sorry, no largies in there. It'll take 5 smallies to win it, all 5 brown fish. And it'll come from somewhere down lake. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Hubbard wins it because he just knows the end of that lake so well. But that's kind of what I'm expecting. 5 brown fish, 18.5 pounds. And they'll probably catch them. I don't know if they'll catch them scoping or not. I'm going to actually probably say they probably won't catch them scoping. I bet they'll be able to get on some spawners and or pre-spawners and be able to catch them like on a rig or maybe a jerk bait or cranking, something like that. Those fish should be feeding up, getting ready. It's not quite a full moon. I think the full moon is Monday or Tuesday. But we're close. We're close to a full moon. So the fishing should be right. It should be good. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. I'm literally going to go out there and just swing for 5. That's all I want to do is get 5. And I know that's not something that I really want to try to win one of these I've never won a WhitePine tournament. I really want to try to win one, but as of now, I just need to get my head out of my butt and capitalize and get bags. Like, us actually get our limits for a change, because right now I seem to be the king of 2 fish tournaments. Every tournament we fished so far, I've only had 2 fish, so we need to really try to capitalize here and get a bag together. You know, Cherokee's my home lake. We need to show that it's our home lake. So all right, guys, so that is it for the practice video. Tomorrow morning, we are boat 133, due in at 3:30 p.m. Oh, I also left out a massive detail from this. I'm fishing it solo. I'm by myself. Hensley cannot fish with me. He has to go, well, I'm not going to tell his personal business. He's got to go somewhere with his wife and can't fish with me. And my dad is in Vegas, so I can't have my dad fish with me. My brother can't fish with me because my oldest nephew has a soccer game in Knoxville. My brother-in-law can't fish with me because they have to work and had girls call in to work the farm. So I am literally up the creek without a paddle, and I have nobody to fish with me. So yeah, I'm going solo. The only other people I call, they were like, yeah, I don't really want to pay the membership fee. I called 2 other people. So I'm fishing solo for this one. So it's going to be interesting. I usually don't use a net anyway, but hopefully it doesn't come down to it that I do need a net, because I have not netted my own fish in probably 6 years. It's been a long time. So hopefully it doesn't come down to that. But all right, guys, that's it for the practice video. Boat number 133, doing it 3:30 tomorrow. Wish us luck. We're gonna need it, guys. If y'all like these videos, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, leave me a comment down there in the comment section below. Guys, I know the Friday videos have been very sparse. I haven't been able to fish a whole heck of a lot with my job, but I promise it's coming. I'm gonna start fishing more. We're gonna make this work. But like I said, next Friday, or I didn't say it yet, next Friday will be the tournament video. As long as, well, I say as long as we catch something, but even if we zero tomorrow, I will post it. I will make some, we will talk about it. We'll talk about it. So, boat 133 in the morning. Like, comment, subscribe, notifications on. Take care, everybody.